Renegades of Long Beach Roller Derby, and you're watching MoonKILL Radio. Woo!
What's going on? MoonKILL Radio here. Welcome back to another What's on the Slab. And this one is for you heavy metal heads, man. Okay, check out our stuff in the info section. You know, props to sir that made the comment. We'll get to him a little faster, you know, try to less ramble. Yeah. But it's all good. Like I've always said, if you got questions, comments, or suggestions, you know, put them in the comment section, man. You know, we take it all, man. You know, criticisms, take all that too. You know, it's all good. But this one, again, for you old school metalers, you metalheads out there, this one's for you. This is, man, 80 to me was a great year. A great year for heavy metal. Just a few albums that came out. Was the first Iron Maiden came out, if I remember correct. Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell came out. Judas Priest put out British Steel. You know, and that's, you know, your main heads of the metal scene at that time. But a great album, and one of my favorites. But this is a twofer. This one right here, and we're gonna. Both album covers are great, but yes, the one and only Lovedrive. Lovedrive by the Scorpions, man. Look at that blue. Man. What says I'm more badass than a big ass blue scorpion on your cover? I tell you what says more than that. The original cover, which your Scorpions are known for. So the first cover, of course, is this one. Same album, it's a different cover. And of course, they went through that. If anyone knows Scorpions, they went through the same thing with Virgin Killer, where it was a black cover with the naked girl on the front. So, of course, certain people are not going to sell it. They're not going to buy it. They're not going to allow it. They're going to ban it. So they made the other cover with the band on the front. So here you go. 1980s Lovedrive by the Scorpions. For those who don't know, Scorpions from Germany, heavy metal group from Germany, came out in the mid 70s, 74. Lonesome Crow, I believe, was the first album, and that was their first album, and they built their name through the 70s, and I think this is when they really broke out in the States. They were big in Germany. They were big in Europe. They were big in Japan. But this is what really broke them out in the States. Of course, that whole wave of heavy metal was big. So, flip it around. Of course, she's holding the picture of the band, little boobie sticking out there. As you can see, this album has got marks, and it's just old, it's beat up. This is the original album. Oh, one of them. I actually have a couple of these. The other one's more beat up than this, but you know. But again, they put this out. Some people weren't having it. Okay, let's put this out. Okay, so same album, exact same album. No boobies, no gum on the boobies, no flashing boobies, just everything you got. Also, this is the first album with what's his name? Oh man, Matthews. I'm just gonna say Jabs, dude. Sorry, Yabs. This guy here, the other guitar player. Before this, they had Uli John Roth, which is one of my favorite guitar players to listen to. Just phenomenal guitar player. But he left the band. He went off to do Electric Sun and then do his like kind of solo thing. If you never heard Electric Sun's first album, listen to it. If you like this kind of stuff, it's good, man. I like it. I'm a big Uli John Roth fan. But this was the first album with Matthias on here, and he does good, man. He's a great player, awesome. Which is funny because this is also the first album that you hear a lot of Michael Schenker on. Of course, Michael Schenker from UFO. And I believe he put out his first album either in 80 or 81, that Michael Schenker group album. But it was 88 or 81. But he helped out a lot with this record. A lot. So he was kind of in the band before the UFO thing. Then the whole story with UFO. Then he went to UFO, left UFO, and he helped out a lot with this and then started the Michael Schenker group. But what was great is that he's the one that, when he's leaving to go to UFO, he said, hey, check out my buddy Uli John Roth. And they did. They hired him. Uli John Roth said, hey, I'm leaving. Check out my buddy Matthias. So everyone just kind of like, okay, here, I'm leaving. Check out this guy. Boom. Everything was good. Let's see. So let's get to the record, man. Again, Mercury Records. They weren't on Mercury, or were they? Shit, I don't remember. I don't think they were before this. Loving You Sunday Morning. Loving You Sunday Morning, man. That's one of the best songs. It's just that it's one of those things where you hear that opening and it's like, oh yeah, bring it. You know, there's the guitar, right? Yeah. Another Piece of Meat. Total Michael Schenker cut right there. You can tell. Always Somewhere, which is great. Always Somewhere. What's funny is the Scorpions have always been a real groovy metal group, heavy metal group. You know, they just have like this groove to them. It's almost danceable. You know what I mean? Like seriously, it really is almost danceable. Or they do songs like that, which have like kind of a reggae-ish vibe. They do, you know. They have a few of them out there, you know. And then this is 80s, so this is back then. Then they inside one with Coast to Coast, which of course is an instrumental between the two brothers. Of course, Michael Schenker is the younger brother. This guy here, Rudolph Schenker, that's the older brother. Yeah, so when they came back, they did Coast to Coast, all instrumental, but just guitars, man. Great freaking song. Then they start side 2 off with Can't Get Enough, which is, again, there was a couple of them on yours. Can't Get Enough, Is There Anybody Out There, Love Drive, and Holiday. That's your side 2. Can't Get Enough of Love Drive. It's just straight up Michael Schenker grooves. You could tell. That's just man. He's in there. He's all over the place in this. Yeah. But Is There Anybody Out There? Again, another slower one. But they just have this quirky way about them that works out for them and what they do. You know, like I can't think of other. You couldn't hear Iron Maiden doing songs like that. You know, Priest maybe, but not really. You know, but they just have that knack of doing those kind of songs. And then of course you end up with Holiday, which is, you know, kind of the ballad of the album, but it's still not ballady. You know, one of those. You know, but good. One of the best albums to me. A lot of people, I know a lot of heavy metal guys out there don't dig stuff past Uli John Roth, you know, but this was great. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Rock You Like a Hurricane album. Was it The Last Sting or something like that? But this one, and there's 2 after this that came after this that just were phenomenal records to me. And then it was kind of, you know, the downfall. And then that Winds of Change stuff. Oh. I'm not going to lie, guys. If anyone from the Scorpions is watching, one of the few concerts I ever walked out on was yours, because when that Winds of Change stuff was big and that's all you guys were doing was like half hour of ballads, and I was like, oh man, we got to get out of here. And we heard nothing from this era, nothing. We didn't hear anything from, the Zoo. I think was the only thing we heard that was like pre-85, and it's like, you got a whole catalog of stuff to play. Why don't you play it? Never heard anything. It was all Winds of Change stuff, and we left. Irvine Meadows. Yeah, me and my mom took off. Couldn't take it. But there you go. What's on the slab? Guys, let me know what you think. Comments or anything else. Yeah, like I said, check out Scorpions, man. There's just 2 versions, just like Virgin Killer. So you guys check that out too. There's the first one, right? It gets banned because of the booby shot. So you get that one, right? Whatever you like, booby shots or not, it's there, right? What's on the slab? This is MoonKILL Radio. You guys take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Be sane. Anything for us, leave it in the comment section. Check out our info. We'll be back with another one, right? Take care.